Hello, this reading is going to be for Cancer. We're gonna see what we have for you for the end of the month. Alright, what can we get for what can we get for Cancer for the end of the month? We have acceptance. It did come out sideways. We have freedom. We'll leave that over there. What else can we get for Cancer? Pray. Stay. Can we get anything else for Cancer? For the end of the month, we do have 2 cards, so we're going to leave that there. We have dreams and we have you are not alone. We do have acceptance right here. So that's sideways, so something you need to accept or someone you need to accept. Something you're thinking about accepting. At the bottom, we have show appreciation. So, of course, that's being grateful. So, we do have freedom and pray. I'm just looking at how these are 2, like, totally different. Because this one's dark, this one's lighter. She's more open and free. This one is, like, down on yeah, so that's like two variables, 2 extremes. So you may be one day like really happy, and then one day you might be really just like sad or something. What's for pray? Or you may be dealing with 2 sets of people who are just joyous, full of life, and some people who are just still getting their life together. But in the middle we have stay. So I feel like what do we have for pray? Because nobody got that card. Or dreams. We have the day trader. Okay. We have the Queen of Discs. This is the Prince of Discs. So this is a mother and a son. And this is balance. And this is success. So for pray, of course, if you're a mother, then always make sure to pray for your son. But anytime I see the Queen of Discs, I normally see her as somebody in another family, or that's just how I see her. Somebody who is the matriarch energy. So it's somebody who holds prominence in family. And so that's the lady that if she calls, everybody's going to like do everything. Almost like Big Mama, so to speak. But it could actually be the mother. You know, so this is a mother and her son praying. You could be praying for them as well. But this is this. So this is surrounding money. They're trying to balance something out. Like they're trying to balance out something so that you guys can be successful. They could just be working at something to become successful. But we do have stay. So since we have stay, this card did stay right there. The sun. So I feel like since we have stay, I feel like these people might want you to stay. So, you know, sometimes the mothers are more aware of the person that is good for their son before their son. Their son might not know that that's a good person. You shouldn't let that person go because they do other things that prevent them from seeing that. You know, just young, hot-headed. So the mom may actually be talking to the son. She might just actually, since she's here right here, she might actually be praying for her son. To like try to get some balance, because we have the temperance right there to try to get some balance things out so that you guys can be successful. But what type of success do they want? Or what are they trying to get to be successful? Okay, this is the dancer, but I was hearing like allegations. All right, so I'm going to go to freedom because this is going to be a whole nother thing to try to get into. What's for freedom for Cancer? Or like allegations. Like they may have allegations. What is this? Valor. This is like you being free from competition. You being free from people who may try to like um protest against you. It's almost like people who say things and like you're just not bothered by it. Even if you hear it. You like they weren't referring to me. It's you having freedom over these people. Cause you know, like um them being involved in this type of behavior or this type of things, that only keeps them bound to that specific program. You're bound to the billboards that you hold up against people. You're bound to the arguments that you have with people. You're bound to that. So Cancer, you're not going to be bound to. At the bottom, we do have strife. So this is those things going on. I feel like these people might, at the same time, these people might be hiding the fact that they're trying to balance things out with you. This mother and son, if you guys were close, if you was close to the mom or close to the son. At the same time, I did hear allegations, so it could be a parent or the son that's trying to have allegations against you or whatnot, and then they're trying to be successful in it. So in some weird kind of way, they're praying that either you come back, but they're hiding this from you, like whatever. They're hiding this from you because they're dancing around it. So it's two scenarios where they might just want to balance things out with you, but they're not letting you know because they're praying about it. But when I first saw this is like allegations. So these people might have some allegations against them. It might not have nothing to do with you. And they're praying that they have a good outcome, like that it be balanced out and success. So it's something financial that's holding these people. And they're not going to tell you that they're having like financial problems. I don't know if they took something from you or they did something to you and now they're having like financial problems, but they're praying like that it gets balanced out. That's their prayer. It could be okay. This could be in your family. If there's a mother and a son like who did, but like for this valor, let me go back to this. But I just say come this freedom. But I just was like okay, so the Magi is in reverse. All of these are in reverse. So this is works in reverse. Yeah, this is the Emperor in reverse. This is change in reverse. This is the Hacker in reverse. So these are people like they're like this, but like you have freedom like over them. Not over them, but you're free from this. So it's like almost if somebody tells you like fight the cause that I'm fighting, you have a choice to fight that cause or not. And sometimes they're not actually ethical causes. They're really not causes that even matter. So it's like you have the freedom because the Hacker's in reverse. Like you probably not even be feeding into that or looking into that because that's all that is. But these could also be people who are trying to like not want you to be free. But I feel like it did work. Like I feel like they had already done this. It was this emperor in charge, and just like, cause it's in reverse now. So these people that were going against you are pretty much going to stop like doing that. But at the same time, they're going to turn on their head. Cause I mean, you still have to pay for like what you did. What you did, yeah, you know I love you, but I can't forgive it. Yeah, I would not expect someone to stay around if I let them down. So whatever they did, but it didn't work anyway. So it was just like a thing where they did something and it didn't work. Maybe they tried to get people to go against you, go against your freedom, or go against you doing things your way. Um, yeah, but like it's like a person wasn't hearing that, a boss or something. Somebody would they like we not hearing that. We don't agree to disagree with you. I was laughing. I didn't laugh on that one, so I'm trying to be serious. But it's like they didn't agree to disagree with you. So it was like people trying to get people to disagree with you, and these people were like, we're not going to disagree with the Cancer. We're not agreeing to disagree with the Cancer. So what? I don't know if they disagreed or not, but they wasn't agreeing with these people who wanted them to disagree. It's like we don't agree to disagree with Cancer because there's no reason to. There's no. It's like you're minding your business, doing your own thing, and people just want to shut that down. I don't get it. But what's for stay? I was like somebody like doing it all the thing, but I don't think you're doing anything to hurt anybody. It's just like you're just You want to say blazing your own trail? That's cliche, but like that's what I'm hearing. Like blazing your own trail or doing your own thing, and they're like, why would we stop this person from enjoying themselves? Like, what type of stuff is that? But we do have stay. We have options. We have the Hierophant, which is my God card. I have to like make that clear. We have victory. We have love. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Ace of Swords. So that's cutting away at things that no longer serve you. So I feel like I don't know. You might just be staying put. Like it's almost like there's open avenues and open doors, but like you're choosing to follow the ones that God has told you to follow because we have stay, and I feel like there's gonna be a victory, like a victory for you or something that you accomplish. Because I know when you say victory, like what kind of victory is that? But it's like an accomplishment. Um, on the levels of love, like this is understanding love on a deeper level. It's almost like if you don't understand like God and the way He loves, then this is unconditional love. This is not the love that people told you should have, or the love that people showed you in your past, or the love you saw from your mommy and daddy. This is the love that you understand that God has given you the right to love, like love without measure, love without bounds. What they say, love covers a multitude of fault. So this is like a love person who's like, okay, this person had fault or whatever, but I still love this person. This is like unconditional love, but this is the High Priestess, so intuitively you already know this. That your accomplishment is going to be a love that stays, because we do have stay. So this is like God bringing you like a victory in love that is forever. This is a love that's for a lifetime. But this is something that you intuitively know is connected to your spirituality. So this could be like spiritual love. Okay, so this could be like a spiritual love, like, yeah, but this is like cutting away. So I feel like you have enough sense. That's why I say you cut away things that don't serve you, or you cut away the things that you know God wouldn't want you to do, because that's options. Like, even if you get options of people who want to come towards you, or situations, it's like you always consult with your father, or you consult with the higher ups before you do anything reckless like that, because you know that like you're being, not that you're being held to a higher standard, but you know that there's consequences behind every action. So you try to make sure that you do the things that don't bring about negative consequences. But that's God bringing you a love, like Him finding you a match. Y'all know God is the best matchmaker, but that's accomplishing something. But I feel like whatever you accomplish, it's something that you love to do, that you love, and you're going to accomplish it. And it may have taken a lot. Like you may have had to go like different places. You know how you have to like take out loans and all that to get your business started. You may have to take out loans. You may have to do a lot. You may have to set up the social media. You may have to do a lot of things to get your stuff up and running. But it's like God acknowledging that like He knows that you had to do it. Like even if people can't see that you had, like, because these people over here, they might not be able to see. That's why like even if it's a startup business, like they're like, you just come out here out of nowhere and whatever. But they didn't see all the stuff that you had to go through to get there. You got to get your paperwork done. You got to get an LLC. It's a lot of stuff you have to go through to do anything like in life. I mean, there are shortcuts, always shortcuts, but it doesn't matter. It still take a lot of work. So it's almost like you're free now from having to go through the steps of it. And a lot of people don't like, I mean, a couple people don't like that you're free now, but I mean, you did the work behind it, so it's like almost God like elevating you to a different level because He saw the work that you did and you being able to accomplish whatever it is that you're going towards. We do have You Are Not Alone. We have Acceptance Sideways, so I mean, it's sideways, so they could be just be, I mean, some people are going to accept you, some people are not. Some people are going to accept what you do, some people are not. But it's like it's sideways. Like some people don't want to accept. There was a lot of cards that went. Oh, I did see Justice. This is Death. This is Ego. I did see Justice. Like yeah, it was right there. But this is the only card that came over. So I feel like you're gonna get justice. It says you're not alone, so you're gonna get justice for people who may have been doing things. So that's egotistical. So like when I see that card, that's like that is death. So there may have been some losses that you had to take, and it could just be people on the other side who are with you who passed away, because you're not alone. Like they're with you and they see your fight, they see your struggle. But I also feel like there could have been some people who were like egotistical when they were doing this to you, or just questioning you. Whether some people just they let their ego get in the way or their pride get in the way of like their heart. But that's why that's what I just said about the guy. Like there's love on a different level. People don't understand that type of love because they only think about love. You know, there's a movie I watched that said like you're more in love with the idea of love than love itself. So some people are in love with the idea of love than actual love itself. Like this look like love, this feel like love, this tastes like love in their mind, and you've been actually being able to be with God and see things on a different level to know what love really is. Like love covers a multitude of fault. But anyway, and love keeps no record either. What's for you are not alone in death. We did get the justice, so like it wanted to come out and be seen, so we were able to see that. So there's going to be justice. For like people, just justice for you. So nobody could. Disappointment is in reverse. So you might not even know that these people had something against you, right? Because these are hackers. So like these are people who hide their face. Like though what they say, throw the stone and hide their hand. They hid their face because upright they would have been. You know who it is. You know who's watching you. But this is like a person who's watching you. You don't know who it is, right? So the justice is going to be like, even though you're not able to tell who it was or you don't really necessarily know who it was, like you're still going to be clear. It's just fair. This is being fair. So it's not like a big old, it's just being fair to you. Like they have to be fair to you regardless. Like everybody deserves a fair opportunity, a fair shot. And these people might not have given you a fair shot or wanted you to have a fair opportunity. But that's going to happen anyway because you have justice. Now back to this Tower. This is disappointment in reverse. So it's almost like these people being egotistical and try to cause a tower to you. Like I'm feeling like frustrate. They just try to frustrate you with this right here. Just frustrate you and your sense of independence and your sense of freedom. But like it didn't disappoint you. It may have frustrated you because that was their intent. But I think their intent was to cause a tower that disappointed you. But I don't think you were sad about this. I think you were just frustrated because you didn't know why, or you wasn't understanding why people would do some of the things that they were doing. But it was only because, like, you were just free. You're just a free spirit. And most people, even though people would say, I like free-spirited people, I know firsthand, they will say that they like free-spirited people, but they don't. Because it's hard to understand a free-spirited person. Because, like, literally, this person, right, like I said, it goes from, like, night and day. Like, you free-spirited, and then at the other minute, like, it's pray. Because it's a time to pray, and it's a time to speak, and it's a time to pray. It's a time to play and it's a time to pray. It's a time to speak. It's a time to be silent. But you know both of that. You know, okay, at this time I can be my free-spirited self. This time I need to be disciplined and buckle down. So I think it's the part that scares them cancers when your free-spirited nature kick in. Like you might not always have it in you or you might not always show it. But these people were probably like, yeah, we like free-spirited people, people that's down to earth, people that keep it real. We like your honesty. And then they don't. It's like, I thought you wanted me to be honest. And it's like, they never, you know, what they'll say because they're being egotistical. Your honesty is too much to take. We can't have that much. Your honesty is too much to take. Or you're being too, like, whatever. And they may have thought you were being egotistical. Like, it's just the nature of life. But it's going to be a tower to that. And there's not going to be any disappointment. It's like people seeing each other for who they really are. And not all that other stuff. Like, I feel like you have a moment or you've had, like, for this enemy, like, you may have told people who you were or whatever, you know, actions speak louder than words, but then you showed them right after that. Like, you tell them, like, listen, this is who I am, and then you show it to them. And then they're, like, turned off about it. But it's like, why would you be turned off if I already told you who I was and how I operate and how things go? And then you're going to be, and you agree that that's okay. And then when I actually act that out or do that, you feel some type of way. So I don't understand. But I feel like it was some people that were not with this right here coming against you. Like, even if they didn't agree with you, I don't think they felt like we gotta completely shut cancer up or cancel cancer out or tell cancer to get lost because of that. Some people feel like they should have told you to get lost, and other people feel like, no, we ain't gotta tell cancer to get lost. Because it's an ego. People have ego trips a lot. But it's gonna be a tower to all of that, because there's other people who agree with you. The problem is there's more people who and not even, they don't agree with you. It's just the people that's trying to go against you, it's not enough of them. It's not enough of them disagreeing with you. And that's the problem. They want everybody to disagree with you, but everybody's like, we not all gonna disagree with Cancer, not today. That's unnecessary. So it's like they can't really do the tower that they want to do because not everybody's in disagreement with you. Remember, we got God here, so God is like, no. God knows the people. Like, as many as these people want to come against you, God still has people in authority that say we condone Cancer's behavior. So I'm sorry that you 3, 4, 5, however many people feel that way, but y'all can go elsewhere, because we're not gonna just throw Cancer under the bus because you don't agree. So I'm not there. I feel like you may have been honest at some point, but I feel like people just, they wasn't accepting your honesty. Like, I told you, then I showed you. And it could have been like you showed somebody something, then you told them. You explained it to them. Because this is allegations. Somebody may have had some allegations against you, and you explained it. And then that brought back the balance, because that's temperance. It's like you explaining. Like, you might be trying to explain to these two people, like, why you are successful, or why you have had successful moments in your life, or why you have opportunities. And that balance out, like, people going against you, the allegations, because you, like, got the proof. Like, I started this business, I did the LLC, I did the paper, I did the social media. Like, you may have done that. So, like, it's them balancing it out. But whatever. That's like, people just need to be fair. What's for dreams? Dominion. So I feel like you have dominion. That's like territory. We have the angels at the bottom. They have territory over your dreams. It's like a keepsake. It's like they have territory and dominion over that. It's like people who might have tried to take your dreams from you, or like even like dream harass you. Like, pleasure. And I feel like you're still going to get pleasure at the end of this, because you have justice. I feel like you're going to be very pleasant. You're going to be pleased when your dreams like come into action. Like when your dreams like bear fruit, or what do they say? When your dreams come into fruition, like you're going to be pleased or whatever. But I still feel like, because this is a guy with I still feel like you have a romantic partner too, like a spiritual connection, like a real love with somebody that God has for you regardless. And I feel like can't nobody cut that out, because we have to cut the ace. Can't nobody cut that out. This could be why people was going against you. It might not even, sometimes people go against you because of your partner, because of that, all of that. So those different reasons that they were trying to like go against you. And you remember, y'all, this card came out at the end of it. This is the sun or whatever. So it still feel like you're going to have like, this is going to be shining the light pretty much on, I feel like it's going to shine a light on how people can like I don't want to say pretend, but how people will like act like they're embracing you, but they really are not. These are these type of people. And I'm not gonna say that part right there, because I was about to say, but I'm not gonna say that because I'm whatever, man. But I feel like some people that like they pretend like they embrace you. There's certain people, there's certain circles and communities and structures that will like broadcast, we embrace everybody, we love one another, and they'll tell you that they embrace you, but they really not embracing you. Like, what are they doing? But it's gonna shine a light on people who are pretending to embrace the minority, so to speak. I'm not saying you the minority, but that's what they try to do, like feed off of that. Like, we embrace the minority, we embrace people who, you know what I'm saying, are misunderstood. We embrace people who, but they really don't. This is going to be shining a light on it because this is the sun. But I feel like you're not going to be disappointed at the end of the day because you're not alone. Like, I feel like there's enough people riding with you that's like, we ain't finna cause no disappointment to Cancer. What I say, not today. I just felt like not today. Like, they want to do this to Cancer, but it's like, not today. Not today. We don't want to do that today. We really don't want to do it today. But we have accepted signs. So these are people, I really feel like these are people who are not accepting of other people's flaws and stuff. I think I had that for y'all. Accepting the people's flaws. I did have that, and it was a mother and a son at the same time, and it was like they weren't accepting your flaws. But it's like that's what makes you who you are. But this is like shining light on people who are unaccepting of other people and their flaws, like because they have a perfectionism like syndrome. Like that's you with like everybody has flaws, and they should be okay to show their flaws. I was thinking another card, like I want to see what else they have for dance or whatever, but whatever. It's like these are, but I told you these are people who pretend like they accept your flaws and all that. They just, and as soon as you show them, you're like, wow. But it don't disappoint you because it's in reverse. It's not disappointing. It's misleading. So these are people who are misleading. This is going to be shining a light. I'm like, what the? Let me not. But that's the word. There are people who are misleading people, basically, and it's going to be a light shine on them. So it's like they didn't disappoint you or take nothing from you, Cancer. It's just that now the light is about to be shown on them how they are misleading people. Like, that's their whole thing, to mislead people. So I was trying to get something for the dancer. This is the rock star. So this is the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands. That's still like this. It's still like family. So this is a family thing where there's just, well, there could be two families. This praying. I feel like whatever they're praying, that you understand, they're praying that you come back. They're just praying, okay? And this family right here, like they're the dancer who dance around subject, and they the player. They play too much and they do too much and they lie too much. Basically, they dance and they, well, I want, if they're not lying, they hide things. Okay? So this is a portion of them where they dance, they don't tell you the truth, or they do a lot of things and then they hide it. But I've been said that. That's these people. So these people might have grown up in families like where they hide their hand and they do things and they hide it, and then they don't tell people the exact truth, and then they come around you and still do the same thing and act like that's supposed to be happening. And it's like, that's not even supposed to be happening. I didn't even see this card right here. The Princess of Swords came out, so I'm going to say she wanted to speak. But she's over here in the light. So this might start off as somebody like who's like small, bringing this to the light. Or the way she speak it, it might not be lengthy. She might just get straight to the point. Listen, these people are misleading you, or these people are misguided themselves, right? But whatever she does is going to shine a light on these people. But I do feel like there's a family of people, like family, or these people in this family, they had the money, they might have been using money against you or something like that. Like, I feel like they want to balance things out with you. They want success with you. But I feel like they know that they've hid too much from you and they've done too much. They play with you, like, mentally. So it's hard to be back in that scenario with them. And it's also like you have something spiritual going on. Like, you have a spiritual love. Like, you have God here. So I feel like you have other things going on in your life to where you can't really just, probably don't even want to. All I heard was not today. So not today. But anyway, let me get you a card. You know, these all came over here. They did follow on acceptance, so we might need to look at it. And these two fell right here. So this is God following the footsteps of grace. That's why I said these people were misleading. And this is X reading out the last aspect of your soul. So like your ex might be trying to get back in touch with you, but like you moved on your spiritual journey and doing things a little bit different. Like even if this person is a part of like some spiritual growth, or they may have helped you spiritually grow, I still feel like they're trying to balance something out with you. Like, they may be looking into spirituality. They may be looking at some of the things you look into, because we do have praise. So they're trying something to try to get your attention and get back in touch with you. That's all I got to say. We got Car. You're a love more than you ever know. That's the part of loved ones. I said that right there when I said you are not alone. But you're not the only one who feels this way either. There's a lot of egotistical people doing stuff like this. But we have get into the driver's seat of your life. You are loved more than you ever know. Give yourself permission to play. Be your own best friend. Face and embrace the person in the mirror. Pursue your true will. So I feel like with that acceptance sideways, it's like people, it goes back to me saying like, this is what you were doing. Minding your business, because that's the freedom. Minding your business. Knowing that you have help from the other side. Playing when you needed to play. Like I said, you know that there's a time to play and there's a time to pray. I said that earlier. You know this about yourself. You know this within your own self, because this ain't be your own best friend. You know this in life. But these people don't know when to leave well enough alone. Face and embrace the person in the mirror and pursue your true will. So they weren't accepting of you. So basically, this is just some people who weren't accepting of you at one point in time. For whatever, but I feel like even though they didn't accept you, you accepted you and you kept moving forward with your life. And that's the reason like you have like an accomplishment or certain things that God is going to help you accomplish and achieve it throughout your lifetime. But I feel like there's still some people that feel like they want to balance things out with you and they want to work on it. They want to be successful with you again. But I feel like they hid a lot of stuff from you and they played with you. I said mentally, so I'm gonna have to keep it. That's what came out mentally. So I feel like they play with you mentally, because I don't see no emotions cards here, so I don't feel like they play with your emotions. I think they were sincere in their feelings. Like if you ever opened up to them emotions, they were sincere. But I feel like they just play with your head a little bit. But we have following the footsteps of greatness, and that's on God. So like you You was following God in the footsteps of grace. That's why I say you know how to love and all. They didn't. I don't know. They was following each other and things of that nature. But we do have at the end of this we have dreams. So I feel like your dreams are going to come into fruition. You're going to be pleasantly pleased by this, and this could be somebody just dreaming of pleasuring you too. Because I just realized what that was, and it could be this person who's trying to connect with you spiritually or be with you, and they could also be these exes still like fantasizing about you. So even if it's not like a deep dream of them, fondling you, is like them dreaming that they can have that time with you again and be in there fantasizing about what it would be like. But nevertheless, that's what I have for you, Cancer. But there is going to be a light shown on these people who do this type of behavior or whatever. I do believe that's the end of our reading. So thank you for your time.